why.
Can
Like, I need a Starsky to my hutch. You know what I mean?
Let's get some Starsky and Hutch shit going on, man. Like, pick a day out of the week that we're going to go to the gym.
I
listen,
don't want to commit to going to the
listen,
gym. I'll record that. I do not want to commit to going to the gym. Like, I'll do 7 podcasts a week. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm too tired. I just don't want to do it.
Do you realize, like, what happens to your body whenever you're working out consistently?
What do you think the answer to that question is? I
Okay.
just sat here telling you I don't want to do anything and I don't want to work out. You think I know what it feels like to be working out on a regular basis?
Your energy levels rise. And because you're burning calories that you normally wouldn't burn, you're hungrier, and then you eat more food, which gives you more energy. And then what you like, if you want and if you feel it's necessary, like, you start eating a little healthier foods, and then that gives you a little more energy. And then it's sustainable.
I have started eating healthier just because I need to make healthier food for my son. Like, I can't just take him to McDonald's every time I have him, because then he'll be a fat piece of shit like his father. I don't like you talking about yourself like that. It's fine. I'm a comedian. I'm allowed to be self-deprecating. It's all right. It's part of my charm. Don't worry about it. But like that, so
I'm gonna worry about it.
So, you know, like, I've got like chicken sitting in the fridge waiting to be cooked, which I will make for him tomorrow night for dinner. And as a result, I will then eat the chicken instead of going to Taco Bell and getting a $5 box. And
Do you have peanut butter?
I do.
Do you have panko? Do you know what panko is?
Breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
No.
You should totally get some panko. A little egg wash, a little flour. Roll the chicken in flour.
What am I working
Hold
at
on.
Pizza Hut?
No, just listen. Roll the chicken in flour, then the egg wash, then the panko. Fry that shit up, and then smother it in peanut butter.
See, even that, though, to me, sounds like more steps than I'm willing to take. Like, is I just don't want. Like, if I didn't, like, there are days that I'm so tired I don't want to move, but I have my son, so I'm like, all right, he needs stimulation. Let's go to the library.
Teach your son how to cook.
Let's go do stuff. I will as soon as he's old enough to reach the knobs.
Fair.
Like, I don't want him to. Once he's, he probably could, though. He's pretty good. He's a pretty smart kid. I bet if I gave him, like, the basics, he could probably figure it out. He's a smart one, that little guy. He cooks with my mom.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, when she watches him, she'll make, like, brownies or whatever, and she'll let him, like, crack the eggs and mix it up and do all that stuff. So yeah, he's pretty good at it. So he gets excited about it.
Yeah, maybe it'll be sooner than you think that he'll be wanting to do that.
He said to me today, actually, I was making him a sandwich, and he said, "I want to make you a sandwich, Daddy." I was like, "Aw, that's so sweet, but I'll take care of it this time, buddy. You go get comfy on the couch. I know you've had a long day." Yeah, because I like to let him relax too. Because he doesn't, just because he's 5 and he's got energy doesn't mean he has to be constantly like, he's in school all day.
On go. Yeah.
You know, let him come home and relax. Like, they don't give him homework, so it's not like he has to come home and immediately start working on, letters.
Right.
He knows all the letters. Getting him to read is the next step. But like, I'm a big proponent of letting him just kind of unwind a bit at first when we just get home, so it doesn't feel like he has to go
right
all day long, because he's still just a very tiny little person.
Right.
And that's, there are some days that he's a little poop, and I realize that it's because he's tired and I'm dragging him with me to the store to get dinner, and then to, maybe my mother needs me to do something for her, so I take him because she wants to see her grandson, and his day goes from being a 7-hour day to an 11-hour day because we're just constantly running around, and then so I have to go, all right, well, he's being a little poop, but it's not really his fault.
Yeah.
Like, he's
just a little child.
Yeah.
For sure.
I forgot how we even started talking about this.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Anyway, self-discipline. That's where we are, right?
Yeah, we are on
Oh, yeah.
self-discipline.
Okay. Let's move on to point number 10. The power of extraordinary performance and demanding excellent results from ourselves. How do you feel the power of extraordinary performance and demanding of excellence impact your life, my esteemed co-host?
Well, I know that I typically am more content with my life whenever I'm demanding those excellent results. Extraordinary, like demanding the excellent results and extraordinary performance, right? Like whenever I'm at work and I'm demanding that from myself, the night goes by smoother. The things that need to get done. The people that are coming after me are happy, and then I'm also happy because they're happy in a weird sort of way, right?
Right.
And like to me, just from the work point of view, it's really important because like I don't want to set an example that these things don't really need to get done.
Right.
Or that like you can be smoking cigarettes on the patio. Not you, I mean bartenders.
Right. I know. Yeah.
The you can be smoking cigarettes on the patio while you got people sitting at your bar.
Yeah.
And like if you're gonna smoke cigarettes, by all means have a cigarette. Like I don't care, but realize that you're
find a spot where you can do that.
Yeah.
Where you have a minute to be like, all right, well, everybody's got a drink.
Yeah.
I can step out for 4 minutes and, you know.
Yeah. I would, as being the bartender that I am, I would never want somebody to be waiting to get a drink because I wasn't there.
Right.
You know? And that is not just with smoking cigarettes. Sometimes I'll have to run and go get food or go get limes or go get simple syrup or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Like I always want to be like, is everybody good? And like sometimes I just have to hope that nobody walks through that door while I'm doing what I'm doing,
yeah.
right?
And especially in a situation like you have where sometimes you're the only bartender on.
Yeah, and generally that's the case unless there's a show going on.
Yeah.
And if there's a show going on, then I'm not at all concerned about being the only one because there's almost always two when there's a show.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's neither here nor there. But going back, like demanding those excellent results and extraordinary performance at work. Like we work in an industry where what we are providing is a luxury to a client. Yeah. And we want that client to be feeling luxurious as fuck.
Yeah, which,
right?
If I can, real quick, everything I do, whether it be telling jokes on stage or serving people or whatever, everything I do is designed to either entertain people or provide them with a service, and I hate people. I don't understand how I got myself into the customer service. I hate people, but I also need to be around people.
That's quite the conundrum.
It's very weird. That's why I've got maybe 3 or 4 people that I'll hang out with on a consistent basis, and then everybody else is just kind of peripheral because I just can't. And I'm sorry for anybody listening who knows me personally, who feels like you just got slighted. But if you think I'm talking about you, you're probably right.
If it makes any difference, I know that you're not talking about me because you're sitting with me right now.
Yeah, no.
I'm kidding. You probably are.
I wouldn't have agreed to do this if you were one of the peripheral people that I didn't give a shit about.
Fair.
I'd be like, man, I don't really want to do that.
I do feel fortunate and grateful. So, our producer and I had a conversation years ago. I don't know if you'll remember this, but about how I used to think that I was very much so extroverted, and after I got sober, comes to find out that I'm actually way more introverted than I thought I was.
Oh yeah,
literally, I don't hang out with anyone aside from my girlfriend and her kid right now, and like occasionally my roommates, if they're home at the same time that I'm home. And like that's pretty consistent. And I wouldn't go as far as to say that I hate people, but I definitely don't want to have to deal with them very often if I can avoid it.
Yep. Like a person is fine. Like one-on-one, we're good. But like people, like groups of people, like
as a service industry people, what I think really makes all the difference is the either invisible or completely visible barrier between you and the customer, or the person that you're providing a service to, or the person that you're entertaining. There is a very distinct barrier between you and them.
That's true.
And for me, I don't like going to big crowds. Our producer and I were talking earlier about this big convention that we were a part of organizing a few years ago that came
just
here.
Producer. You don't have to say our producer. He's just producer.
Producer.
Like,
I'm not going
to... just producer and I.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Oh, come on. He said it's all right. Producer said it's fine.
I'm not doing it.
Producer said it's okay.
Our producer. I can't do it. I just don't have the ability to do that.
All right. Well, I'm just going to call him producer.
You do what you want forever.
And get that comes from the Beatles movie Help, where John Lennon, everybody he meets, he just greets them by their job. So he's like, "Hey, how are you doing, scientists?" And I just think it's one of the funniest fucking things ever. Like, I don't know why it strikes me so funny, but he's like, "Well, hello, police chief. How are you, police chief?" "Oh, very good, police chief." Like, it's I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
No, that's fine. It's fine. So what I was trying to say is that convention that we helped organize, I absolutely did not want to go to. Right. And I have yet to attend one of these types of conventions because I don't want to be around large groups of people. Yeah. The last time I went to something that was similar to a convention, there was like 250 people there, and I left halfway through because I cannot handle it. Like, there's too much energy, just like good and bad and indifferent, just flying around.
Oh yeah.
Like for me, I think it's something of a empath thing, like where I am feeling every emotion that is coming from the people around me. Unless I have that barrier, then I know that I'm safe and protected in this weird sort of way.
Yeah.
You know?
You at least have like a physical barrier too with the bar.
Yeah.
Being in front of you, because like they can't go behind the bar.
Well, in theory, yes. And when they do, I get to freak out.
Yeah, which is nice. That's fun to see.
It's so much fun.
That's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'll say that right now. Watching Dwayne kick somebody out is a good time. Because he doesn't get loud. He just very calmly explains why you fucked up. It's just amazing. I can't explain it. You have to see it.
How do you feel about the power of extraordinary performance and demanding excellent results? Like, what's your thought process? What comes to mind?
Well, again, I'll bring it back to being on stage. You know, I demand excellence of myself when I'm going to get up on stage and tell jokes, especially if like friends of mine have come to see the show, or there's a big name on the show that I'm trying to impress. You know, I need to make sure I'm putting my best foot forward. Like, I need to show them, because there's, you know, people may not say it to your face, but people don't like it when you're successful and they're not.
Right.
You know, and excuse me, I haven't felt much backlash. I feel like it's coming, or it's like bubbling under the surface. Not to say that I'm like the most successful person that there is, but like over the last couple of years, I feel like I've been moving up the ladder a little bit more, and I'm in a position where like I'm taking the stage with celebrities and doing all these other kinds of things. And there's probably people who are like, well, why didn't I get that? Why don't I have that spot?
Yeah.
And it's just because, like, I'm gonna outwork you.
Yeah.